guys, Ben here. Today we're taking a look at the Safari Limited Dino Zuul. Yes, named after the Ghostbusters character because... Look, if we can have a dinosaur named Thanos that can't even snap its fingers like Thanos did, I don't really see a problem with naming a dinosaur Zuul. I'm just waiting for the day we get a dinosaur named Vince Clortho. Anyways, this is once again part of the Dino lineup, which means that it is directly based on a design from the series. This figure is definitely not bad looking. It's pretty small. It's actually a lot smaller than I was expecting. I don't know why I expected this figure to be larger than it actually was, but it is pretty tiny. For comparison, I have brought out two of Safari's other Ankylosaurs, these including the 2018 Ankylosaurus, which I think is a really good figure, and the Carnegie Collection Ankylosaurus. All three of these, I think, are good figures. I think both Ankylosauruses are very good. The 2018 Ankylosaurus was one of my favorite figures from that lineup. The Carnegie Ankylosaurus was actually so good that I was considering seeking it out back before the 2018 figure came out, and I just happened to find it a few years later. This guy's definitely on the smaller side, but not bad. Detail-wise, it's a little difficult to see, but he is pretty nicely detailed, and unlike, say, like Gastonia, which was a figure I actually did still like, they actually did bother to paint pretty much all of the osteoderms, which I appreciate, because that's not something, or I guess it'd be scoots, not osteoderms, I don't know the term, to be honest, but, I really do appreciate that they actually went the extra mile to go and paint all these, because they very easily could have, skimped out on that and not done that, and just painted some of them and left the less prominent ones unpainted, which again, like Gastonia did, which I didn't really like. But unfortunately, on the subject of paint, while the paint itself is not bad, like the colors aren't bad, I don't mind this green and the brown tannish color scheme. What I don't like is some of the paint application, because it looks a little, sloppy. I don't know what else to say it as except sloppy, which is weird, because it's mostly fine. Like, most of the figure itself actually has a fairly fine paint wash. Like, the stomach looks okay, the scoots, the osteoderms, the tail club are all very well painted, but then you get to the head, and I don't know, just something about the way the head is painted just kind of bugs me. It isn't horrible by any means. I have seen worse paint on figures in the past, and I am going to give Safari a little bit of slack here because their figures are hand-painted, which means that very easily an error could have occurred during, the painting process. So I really don't think that's a deal-breaker for me, but if you don't like the way this figure is painted, that might be a deal-breaker for you. So if you want to go ahead and pick this figure up, I'd say so, because I do love this, and I just like the Stygimoloch. We really need more Ankylosaur figures, period. But we don't get that many, unless they're Ankylosaurus itself, so we really just need more Ankylosaurs, and I'm glad that even if it was just because they partnered with Amazon to make a figure for the series, that they went out of their way to make a more obscure Ankylosaur like this one, like Zuul here. So I'm appreciative of that. If you want to get this figure, go ahead and pick it up. If not, I can't convince you to not to buy this figure. So, oh well.